Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermits and Crafting Lost in the Woods edition. And gentlemen, excuse me, I am trying to get onto the camera. Here we are. So in our last episode, we unintentionally started to breed, and things have got out of hand since then, which I now declare myself the best unintentional breeder in all of Minecraft. We now have 50 residents of Sweetberry here, and of course, once this, excuse me, thank you. Once this village is done, we're going to be able to fully populate it with all of these awesome villagers down below here. So if you guys are loving the architecture, if you're loving the village, hit that like button. Let's go take a look at Concorp's newest Sweetberry's newest scientific observatory station. And there it is, Sweetberry's brand new and shiny observatory, charting the cosmos above us and looking super fancy at that. You can also take a look from above here of all the beautiful roads that we built throughout the city. And I'm loving this place. We got a little upstairs area, which we will look at in a little bit. And reading through all the comments, a lot of you guys thought the telescope looked more like a railgun, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I think this thing came out really, really cool. And what in the world are you doing over here, Mr. Gollum? I will name you Gutter Gollum, and we appreciate your service, Gutter Gollum, keeping the gutters clean of all those rats and other infestations. We appreciate your service, sir. Oh, hello. It looks like, oh my gosh, there's angry clouds too. There's hots and angry clouds. Somebody is throwing angry clouds at another one because, I don't know, maybe they invaded their personal space. Oh man, I love it. This is too much. Oh my gosh. I am keeping a weather eye open for cats right now because I am on the hunt for jelly, and that's not jelly. I appreciate you. You're a nice cat, but you're not jelly. Anyway. So you might be asking, Scar, what is the plan for today? We built the observatory, we built the roads in the last episode, and please stop getting distracted. I promise you I will not anymore. So the plan is to continue our idea of what a Minecraft modern village would look like in Minecraft. And we posed that question in our last episode is, Mojang's never going to do this, but what if they did, and how would it look? So that's what we're working on. So in this area right here, I'm thinking about residential or greenhouses, communication arrays up on the hill over there, and all sorts of other fun little surprises I think you guys are going to absolutely love once we get to them. And maybe even bridges on this side and tunnels going off into the distance. And we'll have to come up with some kind of a landscaping pattern and things along those lines, which I am very, very excited about. Now that the fires have settled here at Flynn's house, we can start tearing it down and maybe even put out a lookout for him. And what we're going to do here is slowly reassemble the rocket that we took here and hopefully take it on back home, but we still got to build it up. And oh my gosh, this poor house. I feel so bad still. I really do. So I was doing some trading with the villagers and I got suspicious stew, right? And Cub told me this thing can do some really cool effects. So I believe him. I don't think he's trolling me. He probably is, but I still want to see what a suspicious stew does. So let's eat this thing. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to jump. I need to do my calisthenics for the day. Ah, there we go. That was a lot. It's going to be hard to climb the scaffolding today after leg day. So let's take this suspicious stew and see what it does. Ooh, what is that? Little arrows? Oh, sweet. I think we got like double jump or boost legs or something. Oh, jump boost. Oh, and it's gone. Okay, well, I got another one. Let's see if this one does anything cool. All right, here we go. Oh, we got a double up leg day now. Oh, I'm so glad it's almost night and I can go to sleep. But let's try this. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, I'm done with these stews. I'm done with these stews. Look at the size of that unibrow. It is absolutely majestic. You could balance a glass of sweet berry juice on it and it would not tip over. That is a free cup holder, and that sounds amazing. But anyway, we're in our storage room getting ready for our first build, and that is the greenhouses. So I've assembled the color palette, textures, things along those lines here, and we're going to be using the snow block, which is now the most powerful modern building block in the entire game, which I absolutely love. Lots to talk about with that a little bit further into the video. And I want to grab just a bit of scaffolding. There we go. And yes, perfect. So here's our glass. So we're going to grab that, being a greenhouse after all. So let's go out of our double doors. I don't know why I decided to put double doors. Wait, not Dumbledore, Dumbledores. But anyway, with any good village, you need to establish a backstory of what they do. Why are they there? Things along those lines. So with this village, being Sweetberry after all, they are specialized in science and agriculture. So those are the two things that this village specializes in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our greenhouses. So being a modern or futuristic village, we're going to go, instead of just a standard farm, we're going to go greenhouses. And to take it up a notch, with the sun rising from the south here, we are going to have these really cool angled roofs to take advantage of the sun rising. So I'm going to start to lay these out. We may be able to fit in 3, but it most likely will be about 2. So let me figure this out. I think we have a plan. So the basic layout has been established. So the entrances are going to be here, and of course there, straight in, and maybe we could even do some like orchard type trees around here, and then there'll be a little intersection in the center of it. This will span 15 blocks this way with a spacing of 3 blocks, and that'll be the same on the left and the right side of the glass. So it's pretty equal on both ends. And once again, another imposter cat over there. So, where do we even start with this? So what I think we're going to do is we're going to grab out a little bit of our snow block like so, and we're going to drop those down. So then this is going to go up about 5 blocks. That's 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. And we'll run that across here. I just want to give you guys a basic idea of the design. So we're going to have one panel here, and of course one on this side, and then we're going to take out a little bit of cyan terracotta, and we're going to swoop around the back. And then on the 3rd block this way, we're going to run this 14 blocks this way. Whoops, went a little too far that way. So with the 3 block spacing, and then we need to start tapering it upwards. So what I mean by that is if we take out some of our dirt and we scaffold on up like so, let's see if we can find the right spot. We might raise this up another block. Like I said, you know, it's all trial and error, just figuring out how to get where we want to get. So if we do this like 2, and then we do another stack of those going upwards, you can start to see how this is all going to flow upwards. So I think this is going to be absolutely amazing. So why don't we hit super fast build mode and see where it takes us. So in this time lapse, I want to talk about failure because I'm about to fail in this time lapse. Look closely, and a lot of times at events, comments, streams, people ask, how do I get better at building and how did you learn to build? And I always say it resulted in failure. That's how I got better at making videos. That's how I got better at building in Minecraft, because it just resulted in a lot of practice and a lot of failure. Practice and failure kind of go together because you practice, you fail, you practice, you fail, you practice and you succeed. And it's okay if something doesn't look right the first time, as long as you have confidence inside that you can get where you want to go with that vision in your head for that build. It may come out terrible 1,000 times, but that 1,001 time, it's going to be amazing. End of super fast build mode, and as we were building the greenhouses, I realized that we have no means of taming Jelly if we find her here in the village. So we're doing some fishing, and it's peaceful, it's calm out here, it's quite relaxing, and my mind wandered to what the purpose of ocelots are now, because we don't go to the jungles to capture our cats anymore. We go off to villages and tame stray cats, which I love that mechanism, but ocelots really don't have a purpose anymore. But what would you do to give ocelots a purpose again? Because I was thinking about it, like, I don't really know, but I would love to hear from you guys. Like, what would you do to make an ocelot useful again or have some kind of a purpose? I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say, but I think I'm going to capture maybe 5 or so more fish, and then I'll show you the completed greenhouses. I want to thank you so much for leaving comments on my videos. I try to respond and comment back as much as I possibly can, and just reading through the comments in the last video, it was just so awesome to see how many amazing Scarians we have in this community. And there was a comment that really struck a chord with me, and it was a bit of a challenge. It said, Scar, when building the city of Sweetberry, try to make the modern style less boxy. That's so common with building in a modern style. And I'm like, That's a really good comment, and it's a challenge that I want to take up. And the first stop here is the greenhouses. Now, they're somewhat of a boxy shape because you can't really get away from that in Minecraft in general or even in modern design, but I definitely think there's places that we can improve the design, and that's what I did starting with the greenhouses. So we have this angled roof that goes upwards, and that's to take advantage of the sun as it rises up to bring more light into the crops. So I think that's really fun. And then the angled arches on the back. Now, with the color, I try to stay very kind of neutral with the main structure and then bring in a splash of color with the upper support column being green. And I think that's a really great way of building in modern because it has the biggest impact for color is if it's just a subtle bit of color designed into kind of neutral colors like the snow and the cyan. Now, speaking of snow, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I called this block the most powerful new modern building block in the game. And that's because of the seamless texture all the way down and this very, very subtle texture in it with a little bit of blue. Absolutely love it. Jasper did such a fantastic job on it. And then of course we had the snow, what do they call those again? Snow slivers, snow carpets, something along those lines. You're probably yelling at me right now. I never can remember those, so please let me know. But with those, you have such finite, granular control over how high you want those, and it's just a lot of fun to work with. So yeah, I'm going to take up that challenge and have some other fun designs coming up. Now, for the interior, you might be wondering, Scott, what are we going to be growing in here? Well, the name of the town is Sweet Berries, so we're going to be growing some sweet berries, and we need to think about this area in a futuristic sense. So I'm going to try to make these berries look like they're being grown with futuristic tech. You want to play there, Spider? Well, I got the Lagomatic. Oh, whoops. Forgot I didn't have any armor on. Since our pirate armor broke in the last episode, we have nothing because, well, we didn't have a shulker box full of armor like I do tools, and we're also down to our last stack of golden carrots. So we gotta be a little bit more mindful, and maybe we could trade for some of these things with our villager friends now, because I think we've got a few villagers trading for armor, and I think there is one, yes, because I got the pumpkin pie from a villager, so we can definitely do some trading after we look at our brand new greenhouses with full interiors looking super snazzy. We've got the right and the left of the greenhouse filled full of sweet berries, and we got composters, barrels, smithing table with some grindstones attached to them, along with some of our cauldrons filled with water and grow lights hanging from the ceiling. And I think that looks really nice. I think the red really looks good inside, gives an extra little bit of a pop of color. And yeah, very, very pleased with that. And we'll be moving on to our next projects, which might be a robotics factory or an additional greenhouse, which I'm considering running one all the way across here. And you know, they produce some other kind of crop in there. So yeah, I'm loving the way this place has come out. We got to start thinking about the landscape, kind of where the residential area, maybe even a shopping zone, maybe some mini skyscrapers over in this area. I think we could do some really, really fantastic stuff. But like I said, I think I'm going to try to trade for some armor because honestly, I've died like 5 times already today. I just haven't shown it because it is quite humiliating. Down here in the villager shelter, it is a little overwhelming. They appear to have stopped breeding, by the way. I don't know why. Maybe they ran out of beds. I'm not 100% sure. And the iron golems are taking up such a huge amount of... Ooh, hello, monocle man. I love the monocle. Do you sell peanuts? Oh, that'd be amazing. No, you sell maps? Oh, you're a cartographer. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. They're all in their beds and they're looking so adorable. You got Monocle Man over here. You got the masked one. Oh, this is awesome. And you can move them around. You can like shift them in the beds. Oh my gosh. I love this mechanic. I did love this mechanic, but now I can't trade with anyone because they're all asleep. This fella with the diamond on his belt is sad because there's no bed for him. We need more beds here at the shelter. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till morning because I also tried to sleep in a bed. Like this one looked like it was free. No, apparently somebody's in that one. Maybe they're small, hidden under the covers. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait. Rise and shine, my friends, and I'm doing a little trade. Excuse me, watch out. Are you the bodyguard of Dumbledore here? Because I'm doing some mega trading here with Dumbledore. Excuse me. Nope, come back. Gotcha. No, wait, I've already traded with you. Where's your clone? There, maybe this guy. Nope, I already traded with him. This one, no. Oh no, I had a good one lined up. Where is he? There he is. Okay, so we're up to 32. I'm gonna try to get a stack, and with that, we should be able to potentially get some diamond pieces. This seems like a better trade than the pumpkin pie that I bought a few moments ago. So 2 emeralds for 3 golden carrots. I like that, and I like that a lot. Not the best enchant, but we have enough emeralds there, which makes us a full diamond suit with our elytra. Thank you, villagers. You are all coming in handy. I will have the city of Sweetberry built very soon, and you can emerge from your shelter. No, 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 Mr. X! Get out of here. No! Oh my gosh. Where did you come from? Oh no, no, I'm totally surrounded. So I can either go towards the crossbow or go towards the axe-wielding maniac. Tough choices in life here. Okay, we got our stuff. We got our stuff. Okay, we need to get out of here. I don't know how to take those guys down. This armor is not what you would call the best. Can somebody call up Cub Fam, please? Hashtag emergency, Cub, we need you. This is incredibly eerie. They're just peacefully waiting for me to return with their hands crossed. Hello, Mr. Vindicator. This is called the Scar Swoop and Snap. Wow, did you see that? That was some serious moves right there. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, I really like that. That was amazing. And he even dropped 3 emeralds. Oh man, the Scar Swoop and Snap maneuver. The most You're just gonna stand by my possessions, peacefully, stoically waiting for me? Well, I'll do what I did to your friend. This is called the Scar Swoop and Snap. Boom! Got all my stuff, and I'm gonna swoop my... No, 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 no. I didn't have enough time to get out my sword. I really tried. Nope. Oh, he's so good. Charge! Oh my gosh. Okay, I got him. Time to take a deep breath here. Took a few minutes of relaxation and I am ready to continue our builds, and we are going to turn our focus from the greenhouses into a robotics factory, and I'm really excited about this build. And you can see I'm starting to kind of lay out maybe the smokestacks for the build, and we have our shulker boxes down below. So the theme of this area, instead of a blacksmith that you'll find in a common village, this is a futuristic village, and it contains a futuristic factory of robotics, and it's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna build up some smokestacks going upwards, and then in this little section here we're kind of assembling robots, and then I'll have an outdoor portion over here with this kind of awning that kind of hangs over, and I'm super hyped about this. Now, the other thing that I'd like to do is build a communications array and wind turbines. So I'm thinking about building our communication array on this little cliff right here. I think this would be a perfect spot for it, and then build some of our wind turbines up in and around these hills. And we'll model them similar to what we did in Season 5 in Scar City, but with its own unique take. And seriously, Imposter Cat, and I think there was another Imposter Cat over here. Where is Jelly? We need Jelly. Anyway, guys, we're gonna jump into super fast build mode and do some amazing building. So come along and let's hit it. Imposter Cat. So I've been sitting here for a good 25 minutes, and this is the most mesmerizing, horrifying thing that I have ever seen in this game. It is a double reversed headed spitting llama, and I kind of love it in the end. End of super fast build mode, and we've got ourselves not only a robotics factory, but 3 wind turbines here in the mountains, generating power for the city with the cool mountain winds throughout this area. Absolutely loving them. I think they're really unique and different, especially from the wind turbines we built in Season 5 in Scarlandia, because these are a 2-bladed design using the smooth quartz, so we can really create a seamless design. Loving those, but the real crowning achievement in our time lapse was the Robotics Factory. So this is an evolution of the blacksmith, and that's why I kind of wanted to stick to the design of the blacksmith and try to just expand upon it. So there's an outdoor portion, there's an indoor portion, and yeah, let's take a look at some of these details because I think you're gonna absolutely love them. So up at the top, we've got some overhead lighting, and then we got some workstations over here. We have a crane to move, pieces of the different robots around. Then for the floor, we have the powdered version and the concretified version. So it kind of gives a little difference between the in and the out area. And of course, there is some caution tape on the ground, but the real prize is the actual robots themselves. And these things were so much fun to put together for the Concord War Machine. Sweet Berries Agricultural Services. Yeah, definitely for agricultural needs. And you've got all sorts of cool little fun designs here that I hope you guys are inspired by. Like, look at the wheel. I mean, it's so much fun. I mean, I tried a bunch of different ones, like with 2 wheels, 4 wheels, but this one, I like this one. I think it's really unique and futuristic. This one at the top hanging from the crane is like a thruster. So the hopper would, if it was activated, be shooting out some like, orange fire or something as it floats around the room. And of course, like I said, it's attached to a crane up on the ceiling there, looking super fancy. And then there's just some spare parts scattered around the factory. So some spare heads, some spare legs, spare torsos. And then back here, this is a little bit of a nod to the actual blacksmith. So this is kind of a little forging area for all the different alloys needed for the robots. So this thing's, filled with some kind of alloy and it's burning in the fire. And of course, we have the smokestacks above us there. And yeah, these things, I can't tell you how much fun they were to build. I want to do more stuff with these because I don't know, we could do something fun because the new 1.14 blocks are absolutely incredible for building. And Jelly? Oh, just another cat, unfortunately. I have been looking for Jelly all day. For how long I've been playing, actually for 2 days now doing this episode, I have not found Jelly. I found every other cat 4 times over, but not Jelly. So yeah, there's the smokestacks. I decided to switch out the gray in the time lapse for black, and I think that gives it an extra little bit of contrast. I think is really nice. Little pipe coming into the factory, and then up at the top, if we fly over here, you can see there is an additional piping up here just to give the roof a little bit of light so it doesn't become an unintentional mob farm, and it just adds some extra visual detail for the factory. And with that, my friends, I thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you guys were inspired by some of our fun, modern, futuristic city designs. And if you have any ideas for future things that I should build in the city, definitely let me know in the comments. Hashtag city designs. I would love to go through those and see what you guys have for our final builds here in the city. And sadly, we once again did not find Jelly, and if I have to AFK all day and slay every non-Jelly cat, I will. I'm a little bit desperate at this point to find Jelly, but until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the videos, and if you believe the videos are the rating, that would be much appreciated, and until next time, we'll see you later, and don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life.